Hey, SoCal Bob, one more day, and we're back. And it's the 24th of July, 2025. And this is 241 Bob. Hey, feel like Adele. I'm going through and naming my... She named her age. I'm naming the weight. So I'm working hard on getting healthier and being better. I'm not really working very hard. I mean, I'm just simply keeping my eye on the focus. Tomorrow, 2:39, that's what I'm looking for. So whenever I see anything or smell anything or want to taste it, I'm like, 2:39, 2:39, 2:39, you are mine. Hey. So it's funny too, because all of a sudden, all those things that I thought that I needed and I had to have, no. I looked in the refrigerator today and there was this bowl. I thought, what else in that bowl? And it was chili, so it had been there way too long. And, so I put it in a big sheet of aluminum foil and just, as I tossed it away, I thought, these glasses look crooked for some reason. Remember that deal about the nail salon and you want Crystal Gel, but the best thing for your nail. I think you sound like Size in the Sky. What? Crystal Gel, make you look so good. Oh, okay, I'll get the Crystal Gel. Oh, no problem, only $5 more. And then, hey, my finger's crooked. It's crooked here. Oh no, that's your finger. That's funny. When I came in, my finger wasn't crooked, but well, I'm focused right now on that goal of the weight, as long and well as doing everything else, all the other stuff that I need to do. At the same time, spiritually, what can we let go of? Spiritually, do we want to be more patient, more kind, more hospitable? I definitely have an ear towards hospitality. And I just did some soldering here the last couple of days, and I soldered dozens of fittings and got it all together. And yet I looked at it this morning, I had new eyes, and I was able to see, and again, the glasses look crooked here, I don't know. But I was able to see that they said, put the heat away from where you want the solder to go. So, if my headset here, if this is if I want to solder right here, let's say, I put the heat up here. Then the solder is drawn towards the heat, so you flux the whole thing. Put the heat, heat up everything, but then heat up here. So this is the hottest, and then it'll draw towards. And the guy had a 9-degree elbow, and he put the heat right in the middle, and then the flux came in from, he touched this side, and I thought, wow, that's good. I learned something new that I had learned before. So that is the way of life, of living in the kingdom. Nobody arrives. I remember there's a really old violin player. I used to go to a church where there was violin players. It used to be an Italian assembly church. And the pastor, he heard someone say, can I go? Okay, can I go? And the pastor's like, what? Of course you're welcome. And they pointed to the van, and the van said, Italian, blah 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 blah. And the pastor said, hey Joe, take that on down to the body shop. Get that off of there. We're no longer going to be the Italian. We want to include everybody. So you can grow, you can learn, you can discover. And at that same church, I remember there's a really old man. he had to be up near 90. And he was a violin player, because back in the old days, they had violin players, and they had, along with the organ, the piano, right? And this guy had still been playing the violin in the group, even though it was like 50, 60 years later. And I got to talk to him, and after service, he was going, you know, guys, talking to all the men. There was like 4 or 5 men gathered around. He said, men, never goes away. Never goes away. And he was talking about temptation. He was talking about the struggle. He was talking about the way that we as sons and daughters of God, we're never going to arrive. We're never going to get to where we can go to the Brooke Shields, you know, lazy boy, and just, oh baby, I'm just going to cruise on into the kingdom. You never get there. You're never going to be cruising into the kingdom. I'm not saying you can't sit in your lazy boy. You know, if you have a lazy boy, have some fun. You know, watch the game, relax. Resting is good. But the idea that somehow we're going to achieve this level of we've arrived. You're never going to arrive. Always going to be growing, growing, growing. I've done tons of soldering, and yet I saw today a whole new thing, and I'm like, oh wow, I got to do more. Where's your point today? Where can you grow? Let's look into it today, shall we? Ask the Holy Spirit to help you. Love you.